It will be the location of newly approved Saraka Central Tribal University. So when we come to Saraka Central Tribal University, as you can see here, like EMRS also, we have classes till class 12th. In the EMRS also, students who have studied from there, they get promoted and they get transferred. They start pursuing their further education in this Saraka Central Tribal University. So the place or the state in which this newly approved Saraka Central Tribal University, for students who will graduate after 12th, the tribal students who are there, for their enhancing their scope, and for them making the things easier for them, this university has been established. This university is being promoted. So the correct answer is Telangana. In Telangana, this newly approved Saraka Central Tribal University will be there. And there are a lot of students who are studying in EMRS, and after studying from EMRS, after taking their degree of class 12th from EMRS, they go to this Saraka Central Tribal University. So yeah, this is a question which might be important, and the correct answer is Telangana, where this newly approved Saraka Central Tribal University will be located in future. Next question. When we come to question number 3, which of the following is a cultural and educational hub founded by Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore and located in Bengal's Birbhum district? Now, when we come to cultural and educational hub, as you can see here, it is for promoting education, for bringing more and more awareness in the field of culture and education. So yeah, this got started by Rabindranath Tagore. Shanti Niketan has been started by Rabindranath Tagore. Shanti Niketan in this Birbhum district of Bengal's, Bengal's Birbhum district, when we come to Shanti Niketan itself has been, merged or modified into a university, which is Vishwa Bharati University. So the correct answer here is C, because it is there in Birbhum district only. And this Shanti Niketan only has taken a bigger form, or an enlarged form, which is inculcating students with more and more cultural as well as educational knowledge. It is providing students with information both relating to culture also and education also. So yeah, the effort for this goes to Rabindranath Tagore, definitely, because Shanti Niketan was established by Rabindranath Tagore, and a remodified or an even better version, an enlarged version of Shanti Niketan in the form of university has come up in this form, that is Vishwa Bharati University. So the correct answer is C, Vishwa Bharati University. Next question. When we come to International Literacy Day, the correct answer is C, September 8th. Now, International Literacy Day has been promoted by UNESCO. This is basically for spreading awareness regarding education, for spreading awareness regarding how important it is to be literate, to have the basic knowledge, so that even if being a layman, somebody asks some basic questions regarding you, or some basic questions which is happening around in like worldwide. So anybody is in a position to answer. That is called literacy, basic knowledge, right? So to promote that literacy, to promote that basic knowledge, this International Literacy Day is celebrated, and it is celebrated on 8th September. This year also on September 8th, 2023, International Literacy Day got celebrated. Next question. Who launched the Malviya Mission Teachers Training program in India? So, as you know, when we come to Teachers Training program, this has been launched by Dharmendra Pradhan, because more and more training will be provided to the teachers. More and more students will inculcate all those good values and that knowledge from their teachers. So in a way, imparting knowledge or imparting training to the teachers will be helpful for the students itself. So later on they will be in a phase, it is like passing your knowledge from generation to generation, from teachers to students, and then those students will be in a better position to secure jobs for themselves will be in a better position to impart knowledge from themselves to somebody else. So this teachers training program is also equally important, and this has been launched by Dharmendra Pradhan. B is the correct answer here. Next question. Which company has partnered with the Union Ministry of Education to promote creative expression and digital literacy among students and educators? See, when we come to digital literacy, the first thing which should strike to your mind is Adobe. The correct answer here also is Adobe, D. Because when we talk about digital literacy, right from, PDFs to various sorts of digital platforms which are being promoted, is being promoted by Adobe indeed, right? So obviously when we talk about creative expression, when we talk about digital literacy, it is definitely related to Adobe, and this is the company which has partnered with the Union Ministry of Education to promote more and more this form of creative expression and digital literacy, so that the students and the educators both can grasp knowledge, both can gain more and more knowledge, so that they'll be in a position to inculcate and impart more and more knowledge. So the correct answer here is Adobe. Next question. When does the Ministry of Education observe Literacy Week in 2023? See, right now we can link it with International Literacy Day, which we just saw. I think prior to this, 2 or 3 questions prior to this, we just saw that International Literacy Day is celebrated on 8th of September every year. And when we talk about International Literacy Week, it is also celebrated between 1st to 8th September every year. So this year also 1st to 8th September 2023, Ministry of Education, which is being which is under Dharmendra Pradhan sir. So he is the one who is leading this ministry, and this Literacy Week was observed by Ministry of Education between 1st to 8th of September 2023. Next question. What is the primary objective of Mukhyamantri Sporting Abilities, Rebuilding Aspirations and Livelihood Scheme, that is SABAL, launched by Himachal Pradesh Chief Minister? So when we come to this question, you can see here the question itself is giving the answer, because it is talking about sporting abilities, also rebuilding aspirations. So obviously this is for empowering B, specially abled children. Now how can we relate this to the question? See, it is talking about sporting abilities, filling the students, the specially abled children, with more and more enthusiasm that yes, you can do it, you have the knowledge, you can grasp the knowledge, and you can inculcate good values in yourself. Rebuilding aspirations, helping them to develop an aim for themselves so that they can work towards achieving those aims. Also, it is basically for promoting livelihood schemes, so that they do not have to depend on others, and they have their own livelihood, means of livelihood, a source for achieving those livelihood for themselves, so they don't have to depend on others. So yes, this Mukhyamantri Sporting Abilities, Rebuilding Aspirations and Livelihood Scheme, which in short is SABAL, has been launched by Himachal Pradesh Chief Minister, and this is basically for empowering these specially abled children. It is basically for helping them to gain or to have a source of livelihood for themselves, so that they do not have to be dependent on others. Next question. What status has been conferred to NCERT by the Union Education Minister? So NCERT, of course we know the books which we study in CBSE schools are the ones which have been published by NCERT. They are being promoted on a large scale by NCERT. So the Union Education Minister has conferred a status to NCERT right now, which is of a deemed university, which means that they will gain, or they might in near future get the title of a university. Right now they have got a status that is a deemed university, but that is not a fully established university. So in future NCERT might become a university in itself, and it might also start issuing degrees. So yeah, right now it is a deemed university. In future, it might become a full-fledged university and will also be capable and competent enough to issue degree to its students. So right now, it has got a status of deemed university. B is the correct answer by the Union Education Minister. Next question. Who is the chairman of 19-member National Syllabus and Teaching Learning Material Committee? So this 19-member National Syllabus and Teaching Learning Material Committee, that is NSTC, which has been established by NCERT, and this has been established for a very noble purpose again, for a great cause again, that is to revise textbooks for students who are studying from classes 3 to 12. So for revising these textbooks, NCERT has launched a committee, or has established a committee, which is a 19-member committee, that is National Syllabus and Teaching Learning Material Committee. So this is basically being led, or the chairperson of this committee is MC Pant. D is the correct answer here. This is basically for revising the textbook so that the students are not overburdened and are not overloaded with the subject. At the same time, they are gaining the basic education regarding any topic or any topic or any chapter which they need to have. So in short, they'll be having, or in crux, they'll be having all the basic knowledge regarding any topic. At the same time, they'll not be overburdened. So to bring that stability, to equalize, not coming or not falling under pressure, at the same time gaining more and more knowledge, NCERT has taken up this task of revising the textbooks for classes 3 to 12, and for this a 19-member committee has been established, and that committee is being led, or the chairperson of that committee is MC Pant. So MC Pant, D is the correct answer here.